English and literature teacher at Butabote High School, and also a policy and inclusive education specialist. She was placed at Bromerton School.
Okay, next to me we have the baby of the group here, Ben Adoro from Tabatswana Primary School in, yes, Tabatswana. So Benny here was placed at Castle Primary School in Kidweli.
Next to me is Principal Sidwell Kwenene. He was placed at Pembry Primary School.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Next to me is Miss Bedina Poka. Miss Bedina Poka is a teacher in James Mahobalo Primary in Maseru, Lesotho. She is a jollyphonics trainer in Lesotho. I thank you.
Thank you very much. Far right, we have our beautiful doctor, Dr. Ntoisi Lihlaela. Dr. Ntoisi Lihlaela is from Lesotho College of Education, based in Tabatsaka branch. Thank you. Thank you. What I'm going to talk about is the aims of WTPP and how WTPP helped us achieve the aims. The first aim is global awareness and citizenship. How we achieve this aim through this placement. We had been teaching in different schools of placement, teaching about Lesotho, and also learning about Wales. The issues such as substance abuse, food and nutrition, health and well-being. We have also appreciated how SDG is viewed and conceived in different parts of the world, sharing our experiences from Lesotho and appreciating the experiences from Wales. We also had the second aim as pedagogical understanding and leadership, and how this aim was achieved. We have learned about the Welsh curriculum in our placement schools, the schools we visited, and also visiting the University of Wales, Trinity St. David's. We have learned this through observations and teaching teaching in different classrooms. Also having to sit down, discuss about higher issues in the higher learning. We had the teaching opportunities in numeracy, literacy, and well-being. We have also learned about the transition programs in feeder schools, which is something that we don't do back home and that we are taking home with us. We have also been very lucky to be trained in coaching and mentoring. And we appreciate that so much because it contributes to our development. In our pedagogical skills, we have learned about learner-centered methods in both in methods that benefit the teaching and the learning. And this also, we have seen in action in our observations. And because we have learned about this in theory, we thought like this was a very big opportunity for us to see it in action and trying it in our different classrooms that we are based in. One thing that we appreciate more about WTPP is digital literacy. This has been our goal. As the 5 of us come from disadvantaged schools, one would think that because I come from the college, I should be digitally literate, but that was not the case before I came here. We have learned to use many IT tools. To mention a few examples, teaching through slides, using the smartboard, and this has contributed so much to how we can use different methods to address different learning styles in the classrooms. We thought that WTPP was meant only for professional development, but no, it wasn't only because for professional development, but we have also identified some important areas of growth, such as the social relationships that we have built here. The first day we came to Kidweli, we went to the strawberry tea party. That's where we met so many people, not forgetting that we like sweet food, and it was delicious. And we talk more when we eat. So that's when we made friendships at the beginning of our journey. We were also invited to different parties and dinners. So we met people, we talked over the table, we taught small kids and other people how to dance, because Basotho are very good in dancing. So they appreciated our dancing skills so much. We termed this experience an initiation school. Because through this, we have learned to be so resilient. The first week was so challenging. I remember when we gave everybody their first day experience. It was so emotional to say, this has taken us out of our comfort zone. And when we got to schools, we experienced a very different culture at all. From the language, where Dr. Muhebi went to Brometriston, he came back saying, it was so tough. The only word I heard at the assembly was Lesotho. And every other thing I didn't. And it was very cold. I was the only one putting on a big coat in the staff room, and I wanted more. I felt like I should have brought my boots, a blanket, and a head that only allows me to just see and hide my face. Like, I felt so cold, extremely. And then, when we shared our experiences, we felt like, no. If they can ask us whether we want to go back home, we would say yes, we want to go back home right now. But did we have a chance? Not at all. We didn't. We signed up for this. We said we wanted to come here. So we termed this an initiation school because we thought like it was going to take us from our comfort zones, bridging us from who we have been to become better people. We opened our hearts to everything. We encouraged each other, motivated each other. And then we sat together and said, out of all these experiences, how can we be stronger to achieve the set goals and to keep focused to what we have come here for? So we told ourselves that every challenge that comes, we are going to face it head on. We are going to be strong, pray for each other, hold each other by hand, and believe in ourselves, believe that we can come up with the positive fruits for our country. And here we are today. The month has gone, and we feel like we have also developed spiritually, because the first day we came to Kidweli, we were taken to church, and there we felt like this is a very calm place for praying. And then from there, nobody forced us to go to church, but we went to church. All right, we had our home host. I would like to thank Me Brenda for being the mother that we didn't have in Wales. I would like to also thank Me Polly. Her children are grateful. They told us that she had been a very warm mother to them, and they feel like she will be their mother forever. We also thank Ndate Havi, the last born's father. Ndate Havi, you have been so sweet to Ben. He was always happy in your home. And we feel like it's because of the open hearts that you had. From our host home, we learned that you are very loving people. You received us with open hands. You loved us, irrespective of the cultural differences. You opened up for us. And we also feel like you have been very brave to volunteer to host strangers in your homes. You didn't know what kind of people we are, but we have never seen you treating us in a manner that would differentiate our homes from yours. We are grateful. And what have we learned from this experience of home hosting? We have learned to appreciate cultural differences. We have also learned different kinds of food, and appreciating to learn to cook some. We have also learned that a parent doesn't only have a child, that is a child by blood, but they can adopt anyone as their child and love them with all their hearts. We were placed in different schools. We would like to thank the principals of the schools for receiving us with open hands, the teachers of the schools, students, and the supporting staff. In the schools that we were placed in, there were some teachers who took care of us and gave us lifts on a daily basis. You can imagine having to carry someone from their place where they stay to the school back home. That was too much effort. We would like to thank specifically Mayor Angelique in Glanmore, Marianne Bromington, Ndate Chris, Pembry. We have seen the kindness that is immeasurable from you. And we are hoping that the seeds of kindness that you have sown in our hearts will blossom and bring out more seeds. Your efforts will never be forgotten. We appreciate WTPP. The whole experience that we have gained has developed us in so many ways. It has built new people in us. It has taught us to be great teachers. As a teacher trainer, I think I am going to produce teachers who are going to redefine Lesotho, teachers who are going to develop a Lesotho child who becomes a very responsible citizen. I will make an example of this. I video called my daughters one day. I was walking in the streets, and she asked me, "Mommy, show me the streets." I just showed her and she asked, are there street sweepers here? So I said, I've never seen one. But what is there is a high level of recycling that teaches everyone not to litter. You won't find papers where we are living. This is one thing that we are taking back home that wasn't there in the aims. And as teachers, we touch hundreds and thousands of lives. We think if we can start from us, then the country will be better. This is one thing that we say, it wasn't discussed, but we are going home with. And then, looking at the way forward, WTPP, when we qualified to come here, we were not friends here. But we have developed a strong friendship where we sat down and drew a map of what we are going to do out of this experience. Firstly, we feel like we are adopting ourselves into this family forever. And how are we going to do this? To impact lives in our different schools, to extend the hand to schools which do not have a link with WTPP or Dolin Kemru. We also feel like, because people get tired on the way to do good things, we are going to encourage each other and remind each other of the experiences and the challenges that we went through here. And we feel like we are unstoppable from here. We will face every challenge and succeed in our future endeavors, and we will keep in touch and be your ambassadors everywhere we go. Thank you. Re a leboha. Diolch.